Michael Holmes' dream was to bring home a six-figure income, but in 2014, after losing his job, he was hoping for anything. Unemployed and in debt, Michael didn't know how he was going to support his family.
The rent is due. The landlord needs the rent. He doesn't want to hear that you lost your job. It's kids who are looking up to you. So in my mind, frustration, aggravation, depression, all those different, and then of course the feeling of failure.
Michael filed for unemployment. Though he was a Christian and volunteered at his church, he wondered why God was putting him through this.
So here I am, completely just broken, nowhere to go, nowhere to turn, no money. And I'm starting to really ask God, shouting at God, angry at God, like a little 5-year-old spoiled kid. Come on, God, what's going on? As opposed to being more introspective and just really looking, maybe there's something I'm doing wrong.
Michael decided to search the Bible for answers, which he says he found in Malachi chapter 3.
He talks about, you have robbed me of the tithes and offerings. Prove me now, the King James says, prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there should not be room enough to receive. Let me get this straight, me talking to God. I don't have any money. We have debts. The landlord wants to kick me out. And you want me to give money away. And I look in Malachi chapter 3 in the New Living Translation, it says, try it, put me to the test.
Michael tithed from his unemployment check. After a few weeks, he found a new sales job working as a renovation consultant. The money started coming in slowly, but Michael was growing impatient.
But I'm like, all right, unemployment is almost about to run out. You said that you would open the windows of heaven and pour me out a blessing, that there's not room enough to receive it. I don't see any windows opening. And it got to the point where I was like, all right, I quit. I'm not doing this. I know I said I'm gonna do it, and I quit.
Michael went back to the Bible. He came across Acts chapter 5.
And I believe it was Peter speaking to Ananias and Sapphira, and he said, you have withheld your money in violation of your promise. The whole day just stopped. I felt embarrassed. I felt ashamed. I felt that I said I wasn't going to do it again, and here I am doing it again.
Michael decided to remain consistent with his tithing, and soon he started to see results. While the first year on the job he brought in less than $30,000, he had more than doubled that the next year.
I think that if you can trust God with salvation and taking you to heaven and healing you, I think you should be able to trust Him with your money.
Within 5 years of tithing, Michael crossed the six-figure mark he had always dreamed about. Today, Michael is quick to tell people about the benefits of giving. In fact, he started a blog called tithehacker.org. He says without a doubt that God is faithful to those that trust Him.
There's so much that God wants to give every single one of His children. Doesn't matter, male, female, black, white, denomination, but at the end of the day, there is a level of obedience that is necessary for Him to do that. So I think that if we would take Him at His word, and be faithful to what He's saying, He'll be faithful in doing what He promised.